All right, hi guys, we had a little bit of an issue there in the beginning, but we're ready to go. So I am on my way to Virginia to pick up my next service dog candidate. And so what I thought I'd do today is I would just show you guys what all I have brought with me. Because I live in Wisconsin, it's a 16-hour drive to Virginia. And so this puppy I'm picking him up tonight, hopefully, and then driving him home. So we're gonna have to spend 2 nights, one night in a hotel and one night at my mom's house. So what I thought I'd do is show you guys just all the stuff that I brought with me. Now, I did bring a crate, which I am sitting on right now, so I won't show you that, but I did bring a puppy-appropriate crate, and then we'll just start with the beginning. So I brought some dog food. Now, I don't know exactly what the breeder is feeding him yet, and I will stop at a pet store and buy whatever the breeder is feeding him so that I can keep the food this consistent for a while until I'm ready to switch him over. But I did bring some of my own dog food just in case I needed it. I also brought some training treats. Now these are trail mix. It's Bravo's trail mix, and so this has got turkey and bison and beef and stuff in it. I don't expect to need this because usually with a puppy they're so food motivated that I can just use their dog food for treats. But I do like to be prepared, so I did bring some training treats with me. Now I chose these because I figured that these would be the least likely to upset a puppy's stomach because it is just small chunks of turkey, small chunks of beef, stuff like that. It's nothing too fancy. Along with that, I of course did bring my clicker and treat pouch because if I want to start some training, which we all know that, you know, our puppies, they start learning from us right from the very moment that we start interacting with them. So I, of course, brought my treat pouch so I can have treats on me at all times and a clicker so that we can start getting some real training done. And then, of course, the other obvious ones are poop bags and a collar and leash. So those are kind of the obvious things that I brought. Dog food, treats, collar and leash, you know, poop bags, the crate, that kind of thing. Now, what else? Oh, and the dog bowl. Of course, I brought a bowl. The little bit less obvious things that I brought are a collapsible bowl. I don't know why I would need this, but I just like to have it with me. So it fits in my purse, it fits in my pocket, stuff like that. So I brought a little collapsible bowl. I also brought a puppy-sized harness and a long line. So the harness is because I like to start teaching my puppies right away to wear a harness and to be comfortable, not just with their collar, but also wearing something across their back. And I also like to be able to let puppies explore new environments on a harness and a long line so that I'm not messing up my heeling training. Because the moment that I put a collar on my puppy, he's going to start learning whether or not he's allowed to pull into that collar. So by walking them on a harness and a long line, I can let them explore, I can do some socialization, stuff like that without ruining my my heeling training. And this is stuff that I'm going to show you guys over the next couple of weeks as this puppy settles in. I will show you how I do some of this. But I like to have the harness and the long line right from the very beginning when I bring the puppy home. And since we aren't going straight home, it's going to be 16 hours, I wanted to make sure I had it. So then I also brought a food dispensing toy. Now this is I can't remember the name of this. It is a Busy Buddy. And so this one unscrews like this, and I can put the food in and then screw it back together. Now this is because I wanted to make sure that I had a couple of things to keep my puppy busy. So if I needed to, take a shower or I'm driving and I need him to stay busy, then I can put food in here and he can knock this around and that will keep him busy. I also brought a couple different chew bones. Now I like to bring a couple different options with me when I pick up a puppy because they all have slightly different preferences, both for texture and for flavor. So if I bring 2, then he's more likely to be interested in one of these, right? So I have an antler and I have a puppy nylabone. So this will give him 2 different things to chew on to help keep him occupied and chewing on appropriate things right from the beginning. Because all puppies chew and all adult dogs chew. So what I want to do is right from the very beginning teach him he's allowed to chew on things like this, but not on things like my shoes. So I brought 2 different chew options. I also chose these 2 because I think that they're the least likely to make a new puppy sick. So something like a pig ear or a marrow bone that's been baked and has all that stuff on the outside. This is a puppy who's new to me. I'm going to be taking him away from his litter, putting him in a car. Excuse me. The last thing I want to do is create a digestive upset. So these two things are the least likely to, in my experience, the least likely to make a puppy sick. So that's why I chose these two instead of something like bully sticks or pig ears. Now, if I was going straight home, I do have that stuff at home. So in a few days when we make it home, I'll show you what else I have sitting at home for the puppy and how I have my house set up to bring a puppy in. But this is for the 16-hour drive, so I brought these two things. Now for toys, I also brought a few different toy options, and I do this for a couple reasons. So first, whenever I have a puppy, I really like to have something rubbery. So this is like one of those dental chew type things that's rubber. It's got some rope on it, and this is a rubbery toy. When I bring home a new puppy, I like to have a few different toy options because, again, just like with the bones, all the dogs have different preferences. So right from the beginning, I want to make sure that I haven't set myself up to fail, and I have lots of different things he'll play with. So I have this, which is rubbery, and probably, I gotta stop doing that. Probably something he can have in his crate unsupervised, although I don't know yet because I haven't met him. And he will only get these and the toy and this busybody. He'll only get these things when he's supervised until I know what type of chewer he is, right? But hopefully these are all things he'll be able to have in his crate while I'm doing other stuff. Now I also brought one of these because I had it sitting around, and again, it's a rubber, it'll roll, it kind of will play tug if you want. So this is just another kind of bonus toy I threw in my bag to have options. But the other toys that I brought with me, I'm actually pretty excited about. So this is one of these Kongs with the knots in it. So this bear has rope inside. So there is some stuffing. It does squeak, but there's rope in here. So it's not quite as easily destroyed as other toys. I don't know why, but every puppy I have brought home in the last 6 years, how old is my oldest retriever? 8 years. I have bought one of these for every puppy the last 8 years, and they have loved them. And they've been a little bit harder to destroy. The puppies have really liked them. They squeak, they're soft, but they're not like a really fluffy toy that's just super easy to de-stuff. So a lot of my puppies, although not all, can have this unsupervised their first few weeks as well. But again, what you're going to leave with your puppy unsupervised, you need to have supervised first so you know how your puppy's going to interact with it. The other toy I brought is 2 identical tug toys. Now these don't squeak. These are from Clean Run, which is one of my favorite places to buy toys. CleanRun.com is an agility site. It is for people who are competing in the sport of agility, but they have fantastic toy options. Now I liked these. I got 2 of them because they're identical, which means right from the very first play session with this puppy, I can start teaching him to drop it. I can encourage him to play with this one and then periodically say, oh, now play with this one instead. And I can get a puppy to start dropping things right away. But I also like that these are long, so my puppy can play with this without getting my hand. So there's lots, if I hold the handle, lots for him to play with without getting my hands or my pants. I can even stand up and drag this along the ground. It also apparently sheds because I just got a piece of it in my mouth. So supervised toy only. It has real fur on it and fleece. So it is long enough that I can stand up and play with my puppy, which helps my back. It also helps with play biting because my hands are nowhere in the picture. And if I can drag it around, I can hopefully wear my puppy out. Now, the good news about puppies between the ages of sort of 8 and almost 12 weeks is that at 8 weeks, they're very easy to wear out. They tend to have energy only in very short spurts. And then as they get older, they start to have longer periods of energy. But I'm going to be driving 16 hours. I really want my puppy asleep in the car. So I'm expecting to have to stop every hour to hour and a half to take the puppy outside, but I'd really love it if he would sleep during that hour to hour and a half. So I also brought a tennis ball because I am picking up a lab puppy, and so I'm hoping that the tennis ball will go over well. having a puppy, a way to wear the puppy out is really important to me. So having toys that I can drag along the ground and have the puppy chase, having a toy that I can throw and have the puppy chase, these will help wear my puppy out so that we can stop for 15 minutes, let the puppy have some water, go to the bathroom, get a good little run in, and hopefully he'll go back to sleep in the car. And then when he's in the car, he'll have something to chew on. I have the antler and the nylabone. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I brought specifically for this trip. But my plan, and this is how my other puppies have traveled as well, is stopping every about an hour to an hour and a half, play session, water break, go to the bathroom, back in the car, and hopefully the puppy will fall right asleep. And of course, I'm going to keep you guys updated as to how that goes. But hopefully he'll fall back to sleep because I have worn him out before I put him in the car. I did bring a crate. I'm hoping the puppy will ride, and I'm sitting on it, so I can't show you it. I am hoping that my puppy will sleep in his crate in the car. But some puppies are too nervous in the beginning, so he may be sitting on my lap in the beginning. We'll see how he does. So, you guys, if you're bringing home a puppy soon, I'm going to be showing you guys all of this stuff. I've got a bunch of stuff I'm going to show you this week, and then we're going to have a special puppy workshop coming up where I'm going to show you lots of behind the scenes stuff, how I raise my puppies, everything like that. So really quick, for those guys who want to review, I brought the dog food, although I do plan on buying whatever kind of food my puppy is currently eating. I brought some training treats that are dehydrated turkey because I'm hoping that won't upset his stomach. Most puppies I don't find need treats. Most of them will work for dog food, but I want to be prepared. I have, of course, collar, leash, poop bags, my treat pouch and clicker, a couple different dog bowls, so the stainless steel one and also a travel one in case I need it for some reason. We have the Busy Buddy that I can put food in to keep the puppy busy. 2 different chew bones, okay, because every puppy has different preferences, so I brought an antler and a nylabone, things that he can probably have unsupervised and are unlikely to make him sick. And then my harness and long line, which I will show how this works to you guys here in the next couple of days. And then for toys, I always have a rubber toy when I bought a puppy. My 3 requirements for toys when I bring home a puppy are something made of rubber, 2 identical tug toys, the longer the better, and 1 of these. And that's just because I've had such good luck with these. And I am not a sponsor of Kong in any way, but I have had very good luck with these and my puppy, so I always have 1 of these. But then I also threw in a couple extra toys, just a couple of balls that will roll around, things like that, because I had them at home, so I'm calling them bonus toys. So, over the next few days, I'm going to be showing you guys quite a bit of this puppy. Stay tuned. As soon as I get off here, I'll put a link in the description of this video if you guys want to be notified as soon as the puppy workshop opens. I'm going to be showing you guys how I raise my puppies, train my puppies, all of that kind of stuff. It's going to be really fun. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. I know Laura had a question here wondering about fear stages, and I will address that in a separate video because fear stages are kind of a big topic, so I am planning on talking about that in the next couple of weeks here, how to kind of work through fear stages and stuff like that. So I will address that shortly, I promise. All right, well, that is it for today. These are all the things that I brought with me for my 16-hour trip home, my rough plan. I will keep you guys tuned because I also have a plan for how the first night will go, and I will show you guys that setup as well. And when I get home, I will show you my setup for how I set up my house and what else I have laying around at home to help puppy raising go better. So stay tuned. Let me know, or you can fill out you can hit the link that will be in the description once I finish this video if you want to stay updated on the upcoming puppy workshop, and I will talk to you guys later.